Hi, hello guys. I hope you're doing very fine. I'm excited and glad to come along your path again. You know, all right. If you're new, this is the Lead Talk, and I'm Dennis. My name is Dennis. I'm so glad and excited to have you around with me. So please, you can as well subscribe to this channel so that you be notified about weekly videos, right? And I know that you're going to learn from it. It's just about your personal development and self-discovery. So I know you want to discover yourself and I know you want to develop personally as a person. So please subscribe, right? Thank you very much. So guys, today I want us to do routine check, daily routine check. All right, so daily routine check. Just want us to go along together with you on a journey, checking our daily routine. The things we do every day. Let me start by saying this that oftentimes it's common, among us that you hear people saying, "Oh, my future is bright. I know my tomorrow is better than my today." We talk about that. Oh, I know I'm going to be great and all of that. Quite all right. Thank God, your future is good, and trust me, your future is good. It's better than now, right? But nothing comes out of nothing, right? So your tomorrow is actually a product of your today, or your tomorrow will be the product of your today. So that's why I want us to do a daily routine check. So when you ask me what's my future, what I will tell you my answer is your future is now. What you do now, that's your future. Because whatever you do now is actually what will come back to you in a compound form tomorrow, right? So if you do wrong today, it's actually wrongs that compound and come back to you in the future. If you do good, it's actually good. Like, don't mind me. That will compound and come back to you tomorrow because whatsoever you sow, you reap. All right. So when we said that you have a bright future, your future is good, but what are you doing every day? What do you do every day? Because you don't have power over yesterday, you don't have your power over tomorrow is very limited. The only part or aspect of your life or time frame of your life that you have power over is actually now, today. So what do you do every day is actually what will determine where you arrive at tomorrow, right? If I go to a park, is the park that I go to, the car that I enter, that will determine where I'm going to, right? If I enter a wrong car, I'm going to the wrong place. So what are you doing now? How do you go about your daily activities? Is actually what will determine your endpoint. So that's why I say let's do a bit of routine check because it's very important. Daily sit down and have an inventory into your life and what you do every day. Right? So I just have a checklist, a bit of checklist that I want us to do, like just to do an appraisal, right? So you check it out and then find out where you're lacking and then correct yourself. It's always never too late to make adjustment and correct your path, right? So number one, always make an inventory of what you do every day. Your average activities every day. What is the average activity of your life every day? What do you do every day? Wake up, have breakfast, run to work, come back, maybe have fun with friends, sleep or eat, sleep. Is that what you do every day? If you check it out, what you do every day, the average, activity of your life, find out that in all you do every day, what is that particular, apart from going to work, what is that thing that you do that you're doing as a seed to germinate and be a harvest for you tomorrow? So if everything that you do every day, nothing is a seed that you're sowing for your tomorrow, trust me, you're not doing well. So you go to work, after work, do you have time where you sit down to build up your personal self? Because if all you do every day is just go to work, what you're doing is that you're building somebody's future, your employer. right? And then your future is not being built because of course apart from your work you have a life ahead of you. You have talents, you have giftings, you have skills you want to develop and showcase. So what do you do every day after you work? Find out, make an inventory of your life. Sit down, be very deliberate about your life. Write down the things you do every day and check out. When you look at them, it will actually give you a bit of idea of where you're actually going to, what you're building. If you see someone who always daily in his activity or her activity, you see singing, making music, you know that this person might likely end up as a musician. So make an inventory of your average, activities. Secondly, finances. Make an inventory of your daily expenses. Where do your money goes to? You know, um, After you make all your confessions, you make all your hustles and all of that. How you spend the money is usually more important than all the labor you're doing to earn the money. Because when you earn, if you always spend your money on liabilities, things that will not bring back money, it will tell you that tomorrow you'll go bankrupt, you'll go poor. It's just simple. So check out that daily what did I do with my money? Or averagely in my salary, what I've been paid, what I'm earning currently, what is the average, activity I indulge with my money? Is it just buying clothes, buying shoes, eating, feeding your body, and then forgetting to store for tomorrow? If all you do with your money is actually spending on things that do not bring back return, it is telling you that you're creating a very poor future. So make an inventory of what you do with your money, the average expense of your money. Do you pay for, you know, um, trainings, seminars, things that will add up to build you up for a better tomorrow? Check out. If you're not doing that, you're not doing well. Make sure in your daily expenses you're also spending the way you spend to buy things to eat. Spend also buy things that will feed your mind because your mind controls your life. So always feed your mind. Spend in the area of developing your mind. Spend in the area of develop, of course, your food, right? And then have something you're saving. Just make an inventory. Check out. Tell yourself the truth. This is just you and yourself. Find out what you do with your money averagely. The activities you indulge your money averagely, and it tell you the kind of future you're creating financially for yourself. And then your average company. Make an inventory of your average company. What I mean is that average, people you stay around. It is said that if you stay long enough around five rich people, you might likely be the sixth rich man. Yeah, it has been proven by experts, it has been proven over time is a principle that, of course, bad company corrupts good manners. No matter how good you are, I don't care how good you are, if you stay around wrong people long enough, consciously or unconsciously, attitude wise, mentally, like they have a way of penetrating into you. You might not actively be working in in what they are doing, negative things they are doing over time, but it has a way of controlling your mind, reconditioning your mind to see life, you know, in another light. So the average people you stay around, check out. Are they people who are actually pursuing a future, or there are people who are just living carefree, just let's just live the now, tomorrow we die, and then check out. When you have people today who, how would you feel if you have someone, the president of a nation that, oh, he's my friend, we've been friends together, and now he's a president. I mean, it's a good thing too, good thing, right? So what it is that the people you're staying around with, if there are people who are not passionate about their career, not passionate about their life purpose, not passionate about the things you do, not passionate about anything in life, they're just living carefree. It tells you that tomorrow you will not have any friend who is in a big position because unserious people will not be there. So when you keep around serious people, it tells you that, oh, tomorrow all of us will be great. And I mean, it will be a thing of joy to say, oh, this particular big man in this society is my friend. We've been friends for long. because you kept good company, or you kept company with good people. So check out average people, for your mental health, for God's sake also. When you stay around negative people, they affect you negatively, right? So make a check, inventory of your average, you know, company, inventory of your average company. Then another thing very important, making inventory of your average daily conversations, personal inner conversations, and even conversation you have with people. Words are powerful. What do you say every day? Do you talk poverty, 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 poverty? Or do you talk, negative things like, oh, government is bad, no job, no job, no job? Or you talk about good things? What conversation do you have with yourself? Do you always talk about, conversation with yourself? That's your thought. What do you think about? Do you always, you know, have conversation with yourself, telling yourself that, it's like this life will not amount to anything serious, so this life is hard, and all of that. If that's averagely what you converse with yourself and even people around you daily, you're actually shaping your future, right? So the reason for doing this daily check, a routine check, is so that you know the kind of future you're building for yourself, right? So make an inventory in every area of your life. What is my daily? Because what you do daily is actually will compound to be delivered to you tomorrow in the future, right? So because don't forget, your future is now. What you're doing daily is actually what will compound to come back in your future. Like I said, if you show me what you do every day, I can vividly predict where you might end up tomorrow. Do music every day, you will likely to end up as a musician. Go to play football every day, you might likely end up as a footballer. You know, talk, read, study, and then speak like I do, you might likely end up as a public speaker or as a teacher, right? So it's very practical. You can just know it. Go to school every day, you might likely end up as a graduate, right? Go to school every day, you might likely end up as a graduate. Don't go to school every day, you might likely end up as a truck pusher. So it's very predictable. Life can be predictable. Right? So check out your average daily, activities, what you do every day with your time, your average daily company, people you stay around, your average daily, conversations that you have with yourself and with people around you, your average daily spendings, what you spend your money with, you're on, right? Are they on liabilities or on profitable things that will bring profit back to you? Check out. When you take it out, to give you a light of what the kind of future you're building for yourself, right? I hope my daily routine checklist has helped you, right? If it does, please, I want you to like, I want you to comment, I want you to share. Share, please, it might help someone. And then also subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so, right? I love you so much. See you next week on the same channel.